Zinc may be the rising star of the supplement aisle, praised for its role in immunity, wound healing, brain health, and even blood sugar regulation. But like any good plot twist, there's a catch. Behind the scenes, zinc has a complicated relationship with another essential mineral, copper. And if you're taking zinc long-term without paying attention to this balance, your well-intentioned health routine might quietly be setting off a chain reaction that leads to some very real problems. Let's start with the basics. Zinc and copper share the same absorption pathway in the gut. It's a bit like two minerals trying to board the same crowded bus, and zinc happens to be the pushier passenger. When you take high doses of zinc, especially over an extended period, it competes with copper for absorption and, if given enough time, effectively elbows it out of the picture altogether. The result? Your copper levels start to drop, even if you're technically consuming enough of it from your diet. This becomes a serious issue when copper deficiency starts to show its hand. One of the first signs can be anemia, not the kind caused by low iron, but one that looks eerily similar. That's because copper is essential for iron metabolism and red blood cell formation. Without it, iron can't be properly utilized, and you end up tired, pale, and wondering why your iron pills aren't working. It's the nutritional equivalent of having all the ingredients but no recipe. But the impact doesn't stop at red blood cells. Copper is also necessary for the development and function of neutrophils, a type of white blood cell that plays a frontline role in your immune defense. When copper gets too low, neutropenia can develop, a condition where your body simply doesn't produce enough of these immune warriors. That's when infections start cropping up more often, healing slows down, and your immunity quietly weakens, even as you're popping zinc with the hope of strengthening it. This is one of those strange but very real nutritional paradoxes. The very supplement you're taking to support your immune system can, if not balanced properly, undermine it over time. The good news is that this isn't a throw your zinc away situation. Far from it. Zinc is still incredibly useful, especially in times of stress, illness, or poor diet. But it needs to be used wisely, particularly when doses creep above the standard daily recommendation of 8 to 11 milligrams, and especially when people are taking 25 to 50 milligrams daily for months on end. That's when monitoring matters. Some multivitamins already include both zinc and copper in balanced ratios, usually around 10 to 1. If you're supplementing with higher dose zinc, say during cold season or for a diagnosed deficiency, it's smart to either choose a formula that includes copper, typically around 1 to 2 milligrams per 15 to 30 milligrams of zinc, or to alternate your intake so copper gets a chance to catch up. And while blood tests can measure copper levels, they're not always the most sensitive early warning system. Symptoms, fatigue, frequent infections, pale skin, numbness, or difficulty walking often appear before labs show obvious changes. If you've been on high-dose zinc for a while and any of these red flags start appearing, it's time to check in. The bottom line? Nutrients don't work in isolation. They're part of an intricate symphony, and pulling one instrument too far forward can throw the whole thing out of tune. Zinc is powerful, no question, but copper is its counterbalance. Ignore one, and you risk unintended consequences. Respect both, and you get the full benefit: stronger immunity, better energy, and a metabolism that runs like it's actually getting the memo. So supplement smartly. Balance matters. Your body doesn't need just more, it needs harmony.